Have you ever stopped to wonder why some people seem to attract wealth so naturally, while others struggle their whole lives and remain stuck in the same place? Is there really something secret, something powerful and invisible that differentiates those who prosper from those who live struggling to survive? Today I want you to take a break. Close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath and allow this truth to penetrate you. Wealth doesn't begin in your wallet, it begins in your mind. True. Prosperity is born within you, before it appears in the external world. Nothing changes outside until something changes inside. And if you are here, listening to these words, it is not by chance. There is something greater guiding you to this moment, because today you will take the first step to break the limiting beliefs that have held your financial life back until now. Perhaps you grew up hearing phrases like money doesn't fall from the sky, being rich is difficult, whoever wants too much loses everything, or even money brings problems. Perhaps, at some point in your life, you were taught that wanting to prosper is wrong, that dreaming big is selfishness, that wealth is for a privileged few. But today, I need to tell you very clearly, that's not true. That's conditioning. These are mental shackles that you carry without realizing it. And as long as these beliefs are there, hidden in your subconscious, they will continue to sabotage your opportunities, limit your vision, and trap you in a cycle of effort without reward. Take another deep breath and feel this phrase entering your heart. You deserve to prosper. Yes, you deserve to live an abundant life, with financial security, with freedom, with choices. This is not greed, this is not sin, this is not exaggeration. Wealth is a natural expression of your potential. And when you prosper, you help those you love, inspire people, bless the world. Money is energy, and energy needs to flow. When you learn to align your mind with this energy, everything starts to change. Opportunities appear, doors open, ideas emerge, and what seemed impossible begins to make sense. But before you can transform your financial life, you need to transform your inner belief. You need to start seeing money as an ally, not an enemy. You need to understand that prosperity is not a matter of luck, but of mindset. The difference between those who attract money and those who repel money is almost always in an invisible detail: what each person believes about themselves. Because when you believe you deserve wealth, you act differently. You think differently. You vibrate differently. And the universe responds. I know it may seem difficult at first. Perhaps a voice inside you is still saying, will this work? Is this for me? And that voice is not your essence, it's just the echo of the past trying to keep you where you are. But today, something bigger is calling you. Today, you are being invited to release old patterns and make room for a new reality. You don't need to understand everything now, just be willing. Just allow this message to enter and begin to awaken a new consciousness. Because from this moment on, something inside you has already begun to change. And in the next part, we will delve deeper into this process and begin your mental reprogramming to attract true wealth. And while this new awareness awakens within you, I want you to do something simple, yet powerful. In the comments, right now, choose wealth. Write this with faith, with intention, with the certainty that you are opening a spiritual and mental door to a new chapter in your life. When you affirm, you plant seeds. When you write, you register it in your subconscious. And when you declare it to the universe, you activate an energy that begins to work in your favor. Many people spend their entire lives repeating patterns because they never stop to look inside, to question the narratives they have accepted without realizing it. And perhaps, until this moment, you were living like that. But now it's different. Today, you are waking up to the power that has always been there. You are understanding that wealth doesn't begin with work, it begins in the mind. It doesn't begin with results, it begins with perception. It is not born in the material world, it is born in the internal, invisible, and profound world of your thoughts and beliefs. This topic is important and perhaps one of the most important in your life because it defines everything: your self-esteem, your ability to receive, your vision of the future, your healthy ambition, your freedom. Whoever controls the mind, controls reality. Whoever masters beliefs, masters results. When you decide to reprogram your mind for abundance, you activate your highest potential. And that's what we're doing together here. So, if these words are making sense to you, if somehow you are feeling something stirring inside you as if something is finally falling into place, so you need to continue with me on this journey. Hit the like button now so that this message reaches more people who also need to awaken to this truth. If you're not yet subscribed, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, because every day we are building a millionaire, spiritual, and conscious mindset. Here you learn to align energy, faith, action, and mindset to live what you were born to live. And remember, this video is not entertainment, it's transformation. So, participate, comment, declare, affirm your new reality. This is part of the process. And if you've made it this far, that already says a lot about who you are and who you are becoming. You are choosing growth, you are choosing awakening. You are choosing to prosper, and that, in itself, already puts you on a different path from most. Now take a deep breath, feel what is being born inside you. Because in the next part, we will begin to dissolve, one by one, the beliefs that were blocking you. We will replace fear with vision, limitation with expansion, and scarcity with abundance. Are you ready? So let's move forward together. And now that you've begun to open the door to this change, allow yourself to feel the energy of possibility entering. Perhaps you'll notice a lightness in your chest, a feeling of hope, an inner voice saying, "Maybe I really can." This isn't imagination, this is your consciousness awakening to a new reality. Because when you begin to question old narratives, everything changes. When you decide to break limiting beliefs, your world expands. Prosperity begins to breathe within you, like a seed that has finally found space to germinate. And from that moment on, you begin to reconnect with your true identity, someone made to grow, someone made to prosper, someone made to lead their own life with abundance and clarity. Many people spend years, sometimes their entire lives, living in a cycle of effort, exhaustion, frustration, and repetition, simply because they believe that that's just how it is. And that is the most dangerous trap there is, the normalization of limitation. The acceptance of little, the silent belief that you can't dream big, that you can't go further, that money is a privilege for others. But what if I told you that the difference between those who live in scarcity and those who live in prosperity often doesn't begin in the bank, but in their mindset? What if true financial transformation began when you change your internal dialogue, when you look at the world with eyes of possibility, when you choose to see yourself as someone worthy of wealth? Wealth begins in the mind, and you are reprogramming yours now. Take a deep breath and feel. Life is always responding to what you vibrate. When you vibrate fear, you attract barriers. When you vibrate doubt, you attract delay. But when you vibrate confidence, when you vibrate worthiness, when you vibrate expansion, life responds with opportunities, with doors that open, with the right people who cross your path, with ideas and inspirations that change everything. And every time you hear words like these, every time you feed your mind with truth, you weaken old beliefs and strengthen your new identity. Because prosperity is not an event, it's an internal process, a daily decision, a deep alignment with who you truly are and what you were born to live. Perhaps you've tried to change your life before, perhaps you've made plans, started projects, visualized results, but along the way came that familiar thought. What if it goes wrong? What if I can't do it? What if it's not for me? That voice isn't you, it's just a reflection of the past. They are emotional echoes, memories, inherited beliefs. Don't fight it. Observe, acknowledge, and then mentally respond. I am creating a new reality. Because courage isn't the absence of doubt. Courage is movement even in the face of it. And you are moving. Now imagine that, inside you, there is a flame that represents your personal power, your ability to create, your potential for prosperity. Perhaps this flame has been small for a long time, almost extinguished by experiences, by negative words, by the fear of not being enough. But now, with each new breath, it grows. Every word you hear fuels that flame. Every new thought of abundance strengthens your energy. You are awakening your millionaire, spiritual, conscious mind, aligned with prosperity. And the more you awaken, the more you realize that life is abundant, that there is room for you to prosper, that the universe is fertile and responds to your positioning. You are not here by chance. You didn't click on this video by accident. Something inside you asked for change, asked for expansion, asked for freedom. And when the soul calls, the universe answers. This message is an answer. This moment is a turning point. The transformation began the instant you agreed to listen. And now, your task is to continue nurturing this vibration. Continue choosing thoughts that build, continue seeing yourself as capable, continue cultivating the power of faith, confidence, and a prosperous mindset. Because those who prosper are not the smartest, nor the luckiest. They are those who allow themselves to believe, persist, reprogram, and be reborn to a new level of financial awareness. And before we move on to the next step of this journey, I want to invite you to seal this phase with intention. If you are feeling something different inside you, if these words are activating something deep, if you realize that this is an important moment for your life, then I want you to write in the comments, "I choose to prosper," or "My mind is abundant." Write one of these phrases, or both, and declare to yourself and to the universe that you are assuming this new level of consciousness. And if you're feeling this awakening, go ahead and like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because we're going to delve even deeper. The transformation is just beginning. And now, if you felt the purpose of this message, if something inside you awakened and made sense, if your heart knows that this is your moment for change, then I want to ask you something simple but powerful. Subscribe to the channel. Here we build a prosperous mindset every day. Here you never walk alone. Here those who seek inner wealth and true transformation find direction and strength. And if you made it to the end, that says a lot about you. Few people stay when it comes to evolution. You stayed because inside you there is purpose, there is truth, there is a thirst for growth. And I want you to declare that now in the comments to consolidate that energy. Right? I was born to prosper. This phrase is not just a comment, it is a pact with your future, a commitment to your new reality. Take the opportunity to also leave your like, because when you interact, you tell the universe and YouTube that this transformation matters. And so, this message can reach more people who, like you, are ready to awaken to a life of abundance and financial awareness. Now, before you leave, do one thing. Watch the next video that is appearing on the screen now. It is the natural continuation of this journey, the next key to strengthening this new mental programming and further accelerating your prosperity. Don't stop here, continue. Your transformation has already begun, and each step you take brings you closer to the life you were born to live. I believe in you. I celebrate your evolution. And I'll see you in the next video.